All of Nadine's flowers are in vase A and vase B. She has the same number of flowers in vase A and vase B. If she transfers 16 flowers from vase A to vase B, then vase B will have 3 2/3 times as many flowers as vase A would have then. How many flowers does Nadine have in the two vases? We're going to solve this problem visually, and we're going to work backwards. So we're going to look at the scenario after transfer scenario first, and then we're going to go back and see, well, what was the original scenario like if the transfer took place. So the question says, after she transfers 16 flowers, Nadine has 3 2/3 times as many flowers in vase B. That's where the 3 2/3 come from, and this is 1. Take a look at it. If you start with 1, 1 times 3 2/3 will give you 3 2/3. That's what we mean by 3 2/3 times something. If this is 1, this has to be 3 2/3 times. So that's our assumption. If the first vase had this many flowers, after transfer, vase B or the second vase has this many: 1, 2, 3, and 2/3. So that's what we mean by 3 2/3 times as many flowers as vase A. And it's a critical step, and you want to make sure you get it. Alright, we also know that she transferred 16 flowers, and after she transferred 16 flowers from vase A to vase B, this is what she got. However, originally she had the same number of flowers in the two vases. So let's take a look at the original scenario. Well, how do we get from here to here? It's another critical step. What I'm going to do, I'm going to count all the little thirds I have in the second scenario, which I started with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have 4 thirds representing the two flowers in the two vases. 14 thirds. Let's count it once again. 9 here, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 14 thirds. Take these 14 thirds and divide them by 2, and you're going to get 7 thirds. That tells me before the transfer took place, both vases had 7 thirds because they were the same. And the total number of flowers in vase A and vase B didn't change. All she wanted to do is grab some flowers from vase A and put them in vase B. So from the top, you find out how many little chunks or thirds are there. Take that, divided by 2, you will get 7. And that tells me each vase had 7 thirds originally. And it's a critical step. You really want to see how we got 7. So take a look at it. I have 7 thirds here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 thirds here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So make sure you get it. And if you do, we're going to move on. If you don't, feel free to pause the video and think about what we just said. Alright. We learned from the question that she moved 16 flowers. We are also asking now, how many thirds did she really move from vase A to vase B? Look at the first picture. She must have moved 4 thirds. Take a look at it. This is what she had in vase B originally, and then she added 4 more. So, or another way to look at it, after the transfer, let's erase this. Actually, that'll be convenient. Okay, after the transfer, she had this many flowers in vase A. And before the transfer, she had this many flowers in vase A. She must have transferred this many flowers. That's another way to look at it. Alright. We're going to erase everything. Okay, if she transferred this many flowers and she also transferred 16 flowers, that tells me this has to be 16. To find out what each third of a circle is worth, you divide 16 by 4 and you get 4. That tells me each 1/3 of a circle represents 4. Well, I'm almost done. Let's erase all that. This is 4. Okay, on this side, how many thirds do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in vase A, originally she had 7 times 4, or 28 flowers. Of course, vase B had the same number of flowers. This has to be 28. And the final answer is, the question asks how many flowers did she have in both vases. So when you add them up, you're going to get 56. You add the total number of flowers in both vases, you get 56. That's your final answer. You can always go back on top and pretend each section is 4 and add them all up. You would get the same thing.